The following episode is being preempted by the Win social media tour.
What's going on, Geek Pit? Welcome to another episode of Geeking Out with the Metal Geek. I'm your host, the Metal Geek. I got one thing to say right now. This Friday is Wrestling is Now, Brain Busters. Geek will be there. I will have a table. Make sure you come check it out. Say hi. Say hi to all the cool wrestlers over there. And it's this Friday. Last month was an absolute amazing show. I can't describe how amazing it was. That we're just going to do it again this Friday. So make sure you buy your tickets. Otherwise, you guys are going to miss out because Win is something that's growing. And if you don't get on board now, you're going to have a lot of FOMO. So let's introduce the guest right now. This is our guest right now. He is the Ecuadorian nightmare, Adrian Santos.
What's up, Metal Geek?
What's going on, dude? How's it going?
Buenas noches. Everything's all good. Good with Adrian Santos, with Adrian Santos.
Adrian Santos. Yeah. I can't wait for this Friday, man. This Friday, we're going to kick it, man. You know, I was just talking like I'm going to be there this Friday. I'm going to witness history because this Friday, it's going to be the first ever, to crown the first ever invitational champion. And you're
And that's right. Of course, I have to be a part of it. I mean, it's absurd to me that I have to win a match to just be a champion and win. I said it a month ago when I was this close to try to be in the match to become the first ever win world heavyweight champion, but that was taken away from me. And now I have another obstacle in front of me with three men to crown the first ever invitational champion for Win. And I know that I'm going to walk into that match. Three men that I have a history for, yes. Griffin, Nikolai, and Face. I've been in the ring with all three of these men in one way or another. I beat Griffin McCoy in his home company years ago before the world became just pure chaos. Nikolai, I said in my promo that he's just a complete joke. He caters to the lowest form, the lowest people. He caters to them. He's their guy. But hermano, listen to me when I tell you this. Nikolai, I know you're listening to me right now. I have to take off my sunglasses for this. Nikolai White is an absolute joke. I won't be surprised if this is the only time you're going to see Nikolai White in my company, in mi compañía. So enough about him. The one person I want to talk about is Face. Face is a really, really dangerous man. I've seen his work. I like his work. I've seen what he does in the ring. I've seen what he does outside the ring. And both are very vicious. Both are very bloody. He fights, but that's the problem. He fights with no intelligence. He fights just with rage and anger. And I'm not saying that I don't get angry either, but I know how to control my anger. That is the key factor in this match. I'm smarter than my three competitors. I'm stronger than my three competitors. And yo sé, when I walk into that match, I'm going to be the first ever invitational champion. Because Adrian Santos needs to be a champion. It's mi destino to be a champion. Not just in Win. Not just in mi compañía. But all over the wrestling world. Every company that I decide to grace its presence with, I need to be a champion there. And it starts with mi compañía. It starts with Win. And making history and being the first ever invitational champion.
So that's what it's like to be the first champion. What are some of your goals if you were to win the first ever? Wrestling is now invitational.
It's in the name of the championship, invitational. But most people will say, "Oh, as soon as I become a champion, everyone gets a shot." Is that right? No, no. Para mí, I invite you to get a shot at me. I've seen too many people get title shots. Too many people win championships who do not deserve it. Unworthy pieces of garbage, pedazos de basura, who think that they can step into a ring and just make an embarrassment of themselves and win championships just because either they're friends with the promoter, they sell tickets, all this bullshit. I don't play that bullshit. I come in to fight. I come in to win. I do everything I need to do to be a rightful champion. And you'll see it, and everyone will see it this Friday.
So in your honest opinion, I know you have high confidence, but besides you, who is the favorite in this match? You would say you believe because all the fans are saying that Face is the favorite in this match because he's very dangerous.
I said it really. I know I mentioned what I said before about Face, but that's probably the nicest thing I'll ever say about Face. That he is violent, he is angry, but he fights for the wrong reasons. I fight not only for myself, I fight for my nation, I fight for my people. Yo peleo para mi gente. All I ever do is to be basically a martyr to my people, para mi gente. My whole country. You see the pages in social media that are Ecuadorian based, pages like Lucha Libre Ecuador and companies I've wrestled for and win, they all have my back. They all support me because they know I am the flag bearer to our nation. When I say I'm el Ecuatoriano, I'm the Ecuadorian, it's not just a catchphrase. It's what I believe in. It's what's truly inside me. I am someone who represents Ecuador 100%. Now, will people like my tactics? No, but I don't really care who likes my tactics. All that matters is I'm on top of the wrestling world with my flag behind me because my people are going to love me no matter what I do. And I'll do whatever it takes to be a champion. And when it comes to Face, he's going to make a mistake. I guarantee I'm going to either break someone's neck or make someone tap out in that match. And my arm is going to be raised. And I will be the first ever invitational champion. And if Face wants to get in my way, then we're just going to have a nice, clean, dirty fight.
Who's someone you would like to defend that belt against when you win it?
The list of people who I want to face. I want to face.
Sorry.
No. Yes. You are sorry. The list I have in my mind right now are going to have to be, because it's a topic I'm gonna speak about in a few minutes. It's really two types of people. All the Latinos who think that they're better than me. And I'm gonna shut them up. And then the second is anyone who wants to represent Nueva York. Anyone who wants to say that they're a proud New Yorkan from New York. I don't care, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island. If you're from there, I need to take you out. And the reason why I have a problem with people from New York is because I see, even in our own company, someone who represents New York proud, or who says he's a proud from New York and he wants to fight for New York and this and that. He's from, these hard streets of New York. It's PJ Savage and countless others who want to say that they're from New York. And a long time ago, again, Adrian Santos has a very long history. He has a dark history. Yeah, I feel like I have multiple personalities running through my mind. But when it comes to wrestlers from New York nowadays, they want to say that they wear that badge with honor. They're from New York. They fight from New York. But when I see professional wrestling in New York, I find it to be a huge disgrace. The leaders, the so-called warriors, los guerreros that want to come from New York, I find them all to be unworthy. And I used to hate, and a lifetime ago, really, a whole lifetime ago, I would say New York was a part of me, but it turned its back on me. Nueva York turned its back on me. Brooklyn turned its back on me. But then I realized something not too long ago that, especially in Queens, I love Queens with all my heart because it's a very strong Ecuadorian community over there, and they love me back. So it's not probably just that New York turned its back on me. Maybe it's the fact that I need to change New York for the better. And my step into doing that is to take out everyone who wants to represent New York. I don't care which company you represent. It could be mine. It could be someone else's. If you represent New York, I'm going to take you out. Everyone wants to call themselves, oh, I'm the best in New York. I'm the king of New York. I'm this, I'm that. That is just, you're just talking nonsense to me. It goes in one ear, comes out the other. But me, I'm not saying I'm the king of New York yet. But after my journey in New York is done, there's only going to be one wrestler. When you hear New York City, who's the best in New York City? It's going to be Adrian Santos. It's going to be El Ecuatoriano. El Ecuatoriano is New York, and New York is going to be Adrian Santos.
You and PJ, man, you guys could kill it in a wrestling is now we're in right now for the invitational.
PJ Savage is someone who is also hungry for gold and win. He has failed many times to become a champion and win. If I was in that match to crown the first ever world heavyweight champion, you could be interviewing me and saying Adrian Santos, the world heavyweight champion. But no. Some people who I associated with decided it wasn't my time. No, you're never going to hear from them. You're never going to see them again. I took care of that situation. So now Adrian Santos works for himself. Adrian Santos is the only jefe around here. So no PJ Savage, I'm not saying that. Again, there's a lot of layers to Adrian Santos. You want to jump the story? I'll tell the story when I feel like telling the story. Adrian Santos should be world heavyweight champion, but now Conway is doing his thing. He knows that I'm gunning for him too. I have my eyes on everything that happens in Win. It's mi compañía. This is my company. I know what's going on out there and backstage. But now we're going back to the Invitational Championship. I want that championship because it's another chance to make history. I didn't become world heavyweight champion. That's fine. That's something in the future I can do. I know I'll be heavyweight champion for Win. But to be the first ever Invitational champion for Win and basically be the gatekeeper for Win, that's going to be something that's going to be very important to me. And I see three men here in this flyer, Griffin, White, and Face. Griffin and White, they're a non-factor to me. I being Griffin and White is not on my level. But Face is someone who can really put up a fight. I've seen him put up a fight before. I know we had a short interaction months ago, and he didn't do the job. He couldn't finish me off. But then again, I couldn't finish him off. So this Friday, September 29th, for Brainbuster, Win to crown the first ever Invitational champion. If me and Face look at each other eye to eye, we're going to see who's the best man wins. Either I'm going to choke him out, he's going to try to choke me out. We're going to end up just taking out Griffin and White, and it's just going to be me and Face. Two competitors at Win who truly can represent Win. But we all know Face doesn't think about the future. He's not smart when he gets in the ring. I am. So we'll just see what happens on Friday.
Man, you just sold me on a match for you versus Face right about now, man. Yeah.
I have no doubt in my mind that after Friday, once I have that championship around my waist, Face is going to want first dibs. And I might give it to him. I may not. I mean, of course, it's the invitational championship, but I feel like I should give out the invitations. No one's just gonna step in front of the line. No one's gonna just hurry and say, "I want a shot. I want a shot. I want a shot." No, I decide who gets the shot. I decide who's worthy to step into my ring, step into my company. This is mi casa. If someone just barges to your house, are you gonna let him in? No, you're not gonna let someone in, especially a stranger, someone who you don't like. I kind of like Face. I like his aggression. He could be something. He should be someone that actually should listen to me, but he's too hot-headed. He's not gonna listen. So it's just like a dog. When you have a dog that doesn't listen or is too crazy, you take him to the back and you put one between his head and just end his misery. And if Face wants to get into my business after Friday, if he wants a shot at El Ecuatoriano, if he wants a shot at Adrian Santos, we'll see what happens. There's a long list of people who want to shut me up. Let's see if they can do it.
That invitational is going to be insane, dude. You know, because even after that, you're going to even if when you win that title, you're going to build prestige in that title right there. When? See, I said when you win the title. There you go.
Of course, when I win the championship, like I said, it doesn't have to be even win either. If I'm on the road and I feel like through my journey, if I feel like someone deserves it who's not a part of Win, I'll go over there to their place. I'll embarrass them in front of their families, in front of their friends, and say, Adrian Santos is the best professional wrestler out there, and he represents Win. He represents Wrestling Is Now. He represents his company. Because I can say this all day, all night. Wrestling Is Now is my company. More than anyone knows, this is mi compañía.
I mean, Skills in the chat too, so.
Skills is someone knows. Skills knows that exactly the invitational title match is going to be insane. It's going to steal the show. We have a heavyweight championship match. We have a 4-way tag team title match. We have other matches on the card that are going to impress people. But this match, my match, is going to be the one that no one's going to ever stop talking about. Is this history in the making? This is 4 men who are going to be the future of this company, but there's only one who's going to lead it to the promised land. No one's going to ever forget Adrian Santos. No one is ever going to forget the flag bearer for a country that now is in decay, is in destruction, and I'm going to be its golden goose. I'm going to be its leader to show that, hey, El Ecuatoriano is doing fine, and he's going to represent everyone in Ecuador.
So, besides your match, what match are you looking forward to this Friday? You're eyeballing.
If I had to choose one, I would have to say Brian Johnson and Joey Conway, because ahead of him. But it doesn't matter who walks out of that match. It can be Conway, it can be Johnson, whoever holds the heavyweight championship. I'm staring right into your eyes, and I'm saying I'm going to take this championship away from you. I don't mind carrying both titles. I don't mind carrying the Invitational and the World Heavyweight Championship. I'll carry both with pride. I'll carry both. I got big arms. One can be here, one can be here.
I can't wait for that one. I'm excited about Johnny Cashmere getting back in the ring again for the first time.
Okay.
In singles matches. There you go. I get Ichiban right there.
Ichiban is also someone who knows what Adrian Santos is all about. I went to his house and I tried to fight him. He got away. The sneaky little bastard got away. But this is also a match that if I couldn't choose the heavyweight championship match, And this match is something I want to see myself too. Like I said, I look at everything. My eyes are all over anything that's wrestling is now related. And Johnny Cashmere, an absolute legend. Back in the CZW days, him, Trent Acid, everyone during that time I watched and I became a fan of. And now getting to see, having the privilege of seeing Johnny Cashmere wrestle one-on-one is going to be something to see. And I hope he kicks Ichiban's ass, at least for me. At least for, just to see that is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, that match, we have PJ Savage going one-on-one with Steve right there, that Pena.
Steve Pena. He's also someone who thinks he's El Rey de Nueva York. Savage also thinks he is El Rey de Nueva York. Both of these men represent New York, or they think they represent New York, the best of their abilities. But Papi's home. Adrian Santos has decided to come back to New York, has decided to say, this is my city now. So when the time is right, I know I'm going to step into the ring with Savage and with Pena. And I'm going to take both of them out. Savage is going to, again, continue to fail at what he wants to do for win. He wants to be the flag bearer for win. He wants to be the top guy so much. Now, he's had how many opportunities to be heavyweight champion? He lost.
Twice? It was twice, right?
Exactly, twice. He lost twice. I wouldn't have lost any. I would have, the first shot I have for the heavyweight championship, I know I'm going to win. And Steve Pena, for his wherever he goes, every other spot he goes to, he's presented as the man. But he has not faced someone like me. So when the day comes that I get Steve Pena in the ring, he's going to realize who truly is El Rey de Nueva York, El Jefe de Nueva York. I'm going to say Jefe because Jefe sounds better. El Jefe de Nueva York. I'm gonna show him who truly hits harder, who truly is better, who just truly represents that with the highest prestige.
Yeah. Also, it's like, what do you think their relationship between Hamlet and Pena is? I still don't get it. I'm very confused right now.
Hamlet is a weird guy. He really is a weird guy. You never know what to expect. I didn't even expect him to be at the last Win show to interfere in the heavyweight championship match. I thought it was just going to be Conway and Savage. So that's why I was in the back looking right into that match and seeing who am I going to be the one to take out when the time is right. And then all of a sudden Hamlet comes out. And since Hamlet is too busy doing his stuff, trying to be a star somewhere else, he decides to hire some muscle. Again, Steve Pena is probably someone who's not really bright either, just like Face. He sees a couple $100 in an envelope. He hears the words, take this guy out for me, and he jumps. He's a follower. Same with Face. Face is a follower. I am not a follower. I am a leader. No one tells Adrian Santos what to do. I tell others what to do. So Steve Pena is just a mindless meathead who just does it for the money. And he's gonna try to take out Savage. And these two can kill each other all they want. That's fine by me. I like watching a bloodbath. I like watching it. And then, whatever happens with Pena. If he decides to stick around, I'm going to teach him a lesson or two. And the Savage, I know me and Savage are gonna be in the ring one day for a win. It could be for win, it could be for anywhere else, but I definitely want it for win. That's for sure. For the first time, I need it to be for win. So I'm going to take both of these men out when the time is right.
Do you think that Pena was one of Hamlet's prisoners at one point, or?
Maybe it could be that. Maybe that's how they know. Maybe that's how they know each other. Who knows? Maybe Pena has some skeletons in his closet that he doesn't want to discuss. But yeah, whatever happens. If Pena wants to be a follower and just listen to some crazy maniac like Hamlet and do his dirty work while he's away, that's fine. That Hamlet's someone else who may seem intelligent at first, but I know probably deep down he's scared of something. I'll find out what he's scared of, and I'll show him the fear that he will not want anyone to see, and I'll make sure I take him out too. I'm gonna be the one who stands tall in this company, and I'm gonna make sure that I have the Invitational Championship, the Heavyweight Championship, and if I find someone I like, probably even the tag team titles too.
Definitely, man. And not only that, again that match, you're gonna get the Gordons and the Miracle Generation, which should be another fun match right there.
Yes, yes. These two again. I have history. Like I said, my journey through professional wrestling has gone for many years, many miles, many roads, and I'm familiar with all four of these men. The Gordons have tremendously improved over the past couple of years. These two are a team to be known, to be seen. The Gordons have improved a lot. And Miracle Generation, everywhere they go, they have impressed. I've been in the ring with all four of these men. I know how they work. I know how they move. I know how they breathe. I know everything about these men, and I have no doubt in my mind that Miracle Generation versus the Gordon is going to be a really good match too.
Yeah, I can't.
And I'm sure whoever comes out on top, they're going to want first dibs at those tag team titles, because these two teams did a really, really good job in the tag team tournaments at the last show.
I love
and it could have gone, either way. These two teams could have been our first ever tag team champions, but they didn't get the job done. So they're here to prove themselves in this match. They're here to prove that they can be the tag team champs for a win.
And another match that I'm looking also forward to. You see this, man? Just
You're looking forward to everything. That's true. You're looking forward, and I wouldn't blame you. We have all these matches announced. It's when you never know what's going to happen. We can have more surprises up our sleeve, but the only way to find out is if all the fans that are watching this podcast right now, your fans, my fans, the Win Nation, they all need to come to the Mecca. They all need to come to Ridgefield Park. They all need to come see Brainbusters September 29th and see what Wrestling Is Now is all about. Everyone knows. I still go back to when we hosted our first show at the Mecca. The crowd, the atmosphere, that was insane. And we do that every single show. And for this Friday, I have no doubt in my mind it's going to happen again. So everyone needs to come to win. Everyone needs to come to see this show. Because every show we do is just the best show that there is.
The link is also in the description below, so I can't make it any easier to buy tickets right now.
Exactly.
The last show I went to, in July, that crowd was into everything.
Exactly.
They ate
because every show we have, every match that there is, it's not bad. No matches are just sleeper matches. Every match is just in your face, live, hardcore action. Every match is just insane. Every match that we have can headline any other show out there. And we have that 6, 7, 8 matches each show. Win is the place to be. Everyone wants to be a part of Win. All the fans want to be a part of Win. Outsiders want to try to get into Win. Podcasters want to be a part of Win. It's just insane that everyone wants to be a part of Win. Everyone wants to be a part of the next big thing. And Wrestling Is Now is the next big thing. There are so many things that are going to happen for Win. I have no doubt in my mind that Win can be basically like the next Ring of Honor, the next high indies that everyone wants to be a part of.
So yeah, don't sleep on Win, man. Nobody should sleep.
No one should sleep on Win, especially when Adrian Santos is on the card. No one should sleep on Win. This Friday, you're going to see history being made by us crowning the first ever Invitational champion. You're going to see a heavyweight championship match. You're going to see four of the best tag teams competing for the tag team titles.
I forgot about that match as well, man. That tag team title scramble match.
Exactly,
Holy shit, man.
Four teams. Because you see how great our tag team division is. The champs' first defense has to be in a four-way. It can't be just one team gunning for it. It can't just be two teams. It's three teams gunning for these tag team titles. Wasted Youth, CMD, the tag champs, the new backseat boys. And remind me of the fourth team. I forgot. Sorry in advance. I care about myself. I can't remember every single team that's going to be in this match. The Audacity. The Audacity. Yes, the Audacity.
All four very good.
See, these four teams, again, did a great job at the inaugural tag team title tournaments, and now they want more. Of course, if you want to be the best in professional wrestling, especially for a win, you're going to want every single time you step foot into a win ring, you're going to want to be a champion. You're going to want to have a title shot. And these three teams are gunning for the new backseat boys. They're gunning for the Graysons. And I have, again, besides my match, that's going to be the match of the night, I have no doubt that this Fatal 4-Way Tag Team title match is also going to be one that everyone's going to be in awe about.
You're forgetting one thing, though.
What is it?
It's not no ordinary match. It's
Got
a
a point.
scramble. It's a scramble match for the tag team titles. That goes back to Ring of Honor right there. The Ring of Honor.
Yes.
With SATs, Special K, those guys.
It's gonna be all chaos, scramble. Everyone's in, everyone's out. Everyone's gonna try to fight each other. Everyone's gonna call and fight their way to be the tag team champion. So really, it's a race to see who's gonna walk out Friday, the tag team champions, and that's going to be some chaos. You're going to see people flying all over. You can see bodies all over the arena, and it's going to be something fun to watch.
Yeah, what has been your favorite scramble match from Ring of Honor?
Too many to count. Probably famously the steel cage match.
The scramble cage
scramble cage is something is probably one everyone wants to talk about. You think of classic Ring of Honor, you think of that match, you think of the SATs, you think of what is it, Special K?
When they did a Spanish fly off the top of the cage.
Yes.
Oh my God.
That was insane. It's just all chaos because that's for me. I am a fan of scramble matches because, again, in my twisted past, I've been in plenty of scramble matches. I've been in plenty of 4-ways, 5-ways, 6-ways. I'm in a 4-way this Friday, so I'm familiar with fighting multiple people at once. I have no problem fighting multiple people at once. They want to stack the they want to stack the card against me. They want to take away or try to take away my invitational championship by putting 3 men against me. I have no problem with that. Mm-hmm. I've won championships in the past with multiple people in a match. I'll do it again this Friday. I have no problem with that.
What's the most difficult part about working in a multi-man match, you'd say?
You got to watch your back. No one's your friend. No one's your friend in a scramble match. It truly is chaos. Anything can happen. There's multiple people you have to look out for. You think you have to match one, but then it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that stop you from winning. So you really got to have eyes in the back of your skull to truly, be careful what you're doing. I'm going to be fully prepared. Yo sé que tengo 3 más personas, trying to gun for me. I have 3 more people trying to take me out. So whatever I'm doing, if I'm beating up Nikolai White, if I'm trying to choke out Griffin McCoy, if I try to just try to punch or kick face, try to take him down, I got to be aware of the other opponents in my match. Got to make sure they don't sneak a win or try to do something stupid to get themselves hurt. So I got to try to do everything.
I love the concept of the scramble match, man. Like the whole, you leave the ring somebody else jumps in there, and it's like no tags at all. I just love that
Yeah.
concept.
It's just chaos. Because trust me, in and out is fine for a while, but then when everyone realizes, okay, we have little time to get the job done. We really got to do this now. This is our only opportunity, and then it's just chaos all over. A scramble match seems like it could be organized for a while, but it just turns to all hell after a while. Especially if you want to win, especially if there's a championship on the line, you're really gonna have to try to do what you can in the quickest amount of time, or have a game plan in mind. And I hope for the Fatal 4-Way tag team, they realize each team needs to have a game plan to see who can walk away with those tag team titles.
Yeah. So before we end the podcast, I just want to ask one question. I know you might have answered this a million times. Why should people buy tickets to win this Friday?
I'm going to say the same thing I said before. Not only are you going to be a part of history in the making by us crowning the first ever invitational champion, but if you really want to be a part of saying, hey, I was there for the first shows for Win, and I was a part of history every single show, and I'm going to continue on to support Wrestling Is Now, because there's no doubt in my mind Wrestling Is Now is the next big thing. We see there's many independent companies out there, but Win is something special. Win, especially Win being a part of the tri-state area, Wrestling Is Now is going to be something that everyone, that you see it firsthand. Everyone wants to be a part of Win. You see wrestlers blowing up management's phone saying, I want to be a part of Win. How can I get a part of Win? Let me wrestle for Win. It's because everyone respects the legacy of the SATs. They respect management. They enjoy all the matches that we have. Every single match that we throw, that we put a part of, is just amazing. And it's just that Wrestling Is Now is just the next big thing. Wrestling Is Now, just like the name of the company is, Wrestling Is Now. The hottest part, the hottest independents are happening now, and it's all gonna be in this company, Mi Company. It's all gonna be part of Win.
Yeah, it just kind of reminds me of going back to when I was a fan watching shows in the Rexplex, and before I became a podcaster, and just admiring those shows, those scramble matches, and those just CM Punk, Samoa Joe, Homicide, all those guys. And this is like the second coming to Ring of Honor, I feel. Just watching
it truly is. Nobody knew what Ring of Honor was going to be like in the first couple of years. Ring of Honor was just a platform. It was a place that, back in those days when it seemed like there was only one company out there, now it was only WWE, because ECW died, WCW died. They thought, okay, there's nothing else anymore. But Ring of Honor provided an alternative, and that's what we're doing now. Wrestling Is Now is providing the alternative. It's providing something new. It's bringing old school and new school together to create an entity that cannot be stopped. I have no doubt in my mind Wrestling Is Now is only going to continue to grow. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be louder. It's going to be more intense. It's going to have its flag bearers. Of course, I'm going to be the one on top. Adrian Santos is going to be the ultimate flag bearer for Wrestling Is Now, because it's Mi Compañía every single day. Wrestling Is Now is the first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning, and Wrestling Is Now is going to be the last thing that I think of when I go to bed, because this is Mi Compañía. It's going to be a company that everyone wants to be a part of, and it's just going to continue to be that next big thing.
Adrian, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Where can people find you exactly?
You can find me, I'm mostly on Instagram, so you can find me at Adrian Santos _ El Ecuatoriano. You'll see me post everything about Win. You'll see me promote my stuff, and you'll just see my journey when I become the new invitational champion, and everything else that I'll do in professional wrestling. Because yes, Win is my company. I'll be its flag bearer. Win will be my first love, but there's a whole world to conquer, and I'll make sure when I'm the best in the world, I'll say wrestling is now made me that way.
Mm-hmm. Well, where else can people find you besides Win?
You can find me really. I haven't decided yet. My whole priority was wrestling is now. But when I feel like branching out, then I'll tell the world. So follow me on Instagram at Adrian Santos El Ecuatoriano. You can find me on Facebook, Adrian Santos. And yeah, just continue to watch my journey, watch Win's journey, and yes, everything's gonna be great for Adrian Santos.
Yeah, so make sure you buy your tickets to Win this coming Friday. Tickets are actually there's a link in the description below, so I couldn't make it any easier for anyone. So buy your tickets.
Everyone, even on the Win Facebook page, links right there. Everyone, just click on the link, buy your tickets at the door. Come witness history. Come be a part of the next big wrestling promotion. Be part of history, and everyone's just gonna love Win. Everyone loves Win.
5 to 10 years, man. I'm telling you right now, people are gonna say, "I was there when Win first started," and that's what everyone's gonna say. So
I have no doubt in my mind we're gonna celebrate 10, 15 years, and the old school fans will be like, "I was there from year one," and I'm proud to say that I'm here at year 10, year 15, year 20. Who knows how far Win can go, but I know it's gonna be a success.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time out. And we'll see you guys in the next one.